Testing. Oh my gosh, my microphone was muted apparently. The wire came a little undone. I do have a list. I can show it to you guys afterwards. Because for those of you that don't follow me on Twitter, I 12 ones the arena win any card event this morning while I was drinking my coffee. Because that's just the thing people casually do. With Bant Golos featuring a wishboard. I think I used Brad Nelson's as a starting point. The main deck is very, very similar. I cut the 29th land because it's just too many for a Give me a second. I'm gonna put this on top and play a Mole Drifter next turn. For the 20, I cut the 29th land for another Wishing Fairy. And I think that's all I changed to the main deck, but I had a pretty extensive wish board. And I think a lot of my wins came because of that wish board, especially in the mirror and versus red deck wins. Because it's best of one, so I had 15 one-ups in the sideboard. It was fantastic. But I'll go ahead and show it afterwards. Yeah, that's fine. Don't care. We'll block Chewing Rats, take one. Oh no. Hopefully we can end this pretty quickly. I'm staring at a bowl of pasta in front of me and I'm starving. But I hate eating on stream. I was trying to get it done beforehand, but it took a little too long to make. I sat down with my bowl and I was like, your round is started. And I was like, oh crap, I gotta start the stream. This is a great draw. If my opponent has Crypt Rats, I can go ahead and set up the Pro Black before I go from a combo from hand, because that's what this game is kind of turning up to be. Is I'm going to try and kill from hand rather than developing familiars and grinding him down like that until eventually I randomly win. I don't. This is the first standard I've played in years. But my college, or not my college, colleges are having the Collegiate Star League, which is free to enter with a team. And one of my buddies asked me to enter with him. So here I am, entering. I'm going to attack for 2. Get in his face. We have enough time. I'm actually just going to go ahead and play Sanctuary. No, I'm not. I think it's too likely I draw a land off this Drifter. I don't want to play Sanctuary yet. I'm going to play another Drifter, though. But the Collegiate Star League, it's free to enter. I just need a deck and a team. And it's standard, so I figured why not. I think it'll be fun. The Bant Golos deck, while being busted, it's also pretty fun to play. I enjoyed the mirror. Yeah, we'll keep this. Like I said, we're in no rush to win. We're kind of just beating our opponent up with Mole Drifters right now. He just passed the turn with 6 mana. I wonder what's in his hand. Edicts. Signablood's good. I don't know if I'll stream standard or not, but I'm going to be playing it for this standard, basically. I think I'm not interested in trading because I've got Ghostly Flicker in hand. I'm going to try and see if I can't find a way to win here, because we have the Flicker. At least force him to have a 1 mana removal spell here. So we're going to attack for 4 first before I forget, because I'm really bad at remembering it. Not that it matters much, but there's a chance I end up having to kill him with damage, depending on how things go, if he kills my crab and then has a bog or something. So we're going to play our familiar now. And even if he has 1 Defile, it's not a big deal. I think I snap my dude if he has a Defile. Ooh, Snuff Out. That's a bad deal. Still get 1 Flicker off. And we still win if we find a Sunscape. Assuming he doesn't have more removal. Would you look at that? Yeah, I know. Not facing burn round 1's huge. So if he doesn't have any more interaction, 2 in hand, I don't think he does. We do win. And even if he does, it's not the end of the world here, because we still have so much value on board. This deck is so insane. Seraphim! Thank you for that subscription. I'll give you some emotes once I'm done comboing, because combo matters. That's a very good draw. free mana. Because we'll need that. Doesn't really matter which one I'm flickering now. And eventually I'll find the crab. I actually need more mana. Oh, there's the crab. I still need another flicker. Because I don't have infinite mana, or I don't have 2 mana up to go for it. So either a flicker. Actually, it has to be a second flicker because both my snaps are gone. So we're just digging for our second flicker, then we'll kill our opponent. Actually, wait. We actually have the kill. I'm just a dingus, I think. Yeah, we do. So if we do it like this, and then I play the Astro, wow. That works. I didn't realize that right away. I've never actually done that before. It's kind of, see, learn something new every time I pick up this deck. That's kind of cool. Speeds it up quite a bit because I would have had to dig for the second flicker. Which means I just kind of flickered 3 or 4 times extra for no reason. But whatever. It's not a biggie. Cool of my opponent to not concede. I get to see his deck list. The first time I really don't care because I love seeing deck lists. Main deck Distress is cute. We know he has at least 1 snuff out. Oubliette main deck, that's not very common. I haven't seen Oubliette in a while. I'm not seeing Cryptrats, at least not yet. Unless I'm blind, I might be blind. I'll check out his list after we enter in the sideboard clock. He does have Defile. Interesting. Two Distress main deck. That's a pretty big wall of text. I'll read that after I'm done comboing. This is a challenge, so I care about time a lot more than usual. It's 2 snuff outs. It's pretty standard. 2 copies. I'd be surprised to see a third, but it's possible. 4 is no way. It's too much. You just lose to Stompy too hard. One Cryptrat. I was wondering if you had any copies. It's usually a 2 of in these lists lately, and it's kind of the scariest card they can have against us because they can just unearth it a bunch. But I haven't seen any unearth, so it looks like you got unearth for the extra removal and Oubliette and stuff. He might have 2 Cryptrats. There could be 1 in hand, or it could just not be milled yet. I have 2 fam, so I can just go ahead and do this. Wait. Yeah, it still works. It's not a Snowland. I don't get to see the last card. Okay. So you've been... First, we're going to give you some emotes. Bam. And a Tron. Why not? Thank you for the subscription. I do appreciate it. I've been playing this deck and did a similar play on turn 5 with Flicker to generate a mana, but when the Flicker resolved, it only... Yeah, I've done that a few times. Oh, the center one. That's going to be after I'm done playing this match. I'm sorry. I don't have time to open up Arena right now. That's how I've been boarding against Mono Black. I don't think you really need more. Echoing Truth is going to be really great. Usually it's just kind of a better than Strand situation, but this one's actually good because we know our opponent has Oubliette in their deck. But I'm also recording for YouTube, and I don't want to have the pull up the deck list because I don't have it saved on any text. I have it in a text file for my team because I went ahead and sent that to them, but that's about it. I don't have it on any internet type things yet. Because the wishboard is mostly my own creation. And I'm a big fan of the wishboard. I don't think I'll do that for a best of 3 format. For a best of 1, I do like the wishboard a lot. On the draw with 3 off-color cards and only a Seagate, I think we can afford to mulligan once. This hand's fine. Go ahead and get rid of the ponder here. I'll just go turn 2 Faithful and Preordain. I like that line. I can go turn 3, tap my plains for an island. Off the Ash Barrens, work from there. Because you really want to play a dude heading into their turn 3. It's just as good as it gets. He might actually take the Faithful here, because if they can play a creature uncontested, it's usually a pain in the butt. Take my Drifter though. I still like that play. It's just such a good time to play it heading into their turn 3. Due to their creatures costing 3. So then they have to decide if they want to remove your dude, which they typically want to play a creature because removal's far more mana efficient. Which means you get extra value out of your creature. I'm going to ponder because we have the shuffle as well as more preordains if I don't want to shuffle. So I can choose 2, I can choose 3, doesn't really matter. I'm going to choose 2. Because this deck doesn't really outgrind us. They don't run the Monarch anymore. That's fine. I guess I'm choosing 2. Or 1. Because I'm going to draw that Preordain again. I'm going to play the Faithful, get an island, and Preordain afterwards. It's not a big deal. I don't think I just want to go... Because I'd have a fetch on top. Yeah, I think I'm just going to shuffle after I draw the Preordain. That's a pretty aggressive snuff out, but I like it. I should have shuffled first, because this way if he has a second snuff, he can deny me the 1 point of life. It's a slight misplay, not a big one though. Unlikely he has the second out of 2, but I should have respected it. Ponder Drifter. I'm actually going to top on purpose. This way it protects my Drifter from removal. If he has a second Churning Rats, it's not a big deal. I'll just cantrip. But I do want to protect that Drifter from a another Distress or something. Or a Despise. Edict is fine. Oh, look at that. See? Big brain. Relic is cute. It's actually pretty great. Against us in particular. It's not the end of the world though. We can definitely just grind it out. Just good. It's pretty bad against Ephemerate, but against us in particular, it's nice. But our opponent's in top deck mode and we just evoked a Drifter. Solid stuff. I kind of want land drops. Want to be able to deep analysis and flashback on the same turn. That's about as much mana as we want. Opponent drew a land, huge for us. I think we're going to see a crack pretty soon, just to dig, because otherwise I'm going to end up grinding him out, and he realizes this, I think, or he should. I'm going to ponder for a land, because this way, even if I mess my land drop, I still have enough stuff to play. Because we've got Seagate Oracle afterwards, so I get to choose 2 out of 3. Ooh. I'm actually considering keeping this. Because Sunscape Familiar in my opponent's in top deck mode is kind of great. But I think I should shuffle, because it still doesn't do enough. Unfortunate. If I miss a land drop off this too, that's where it gets really bad. Yeah, that was awkward. This turn went about as poorly as possible, but we're still ahead, thankfully. But I couldn't have drawn this turn up worse. Crypt Rats is fine. Get rid of a Ponder. Wow. Apparently lands don't exist. This is getting a little ridiculous. If my opponent taps low enough to where I can flicker, I'll go for the flicker rather than the Mole Drifter. Because I need a Mole Drifter to go Infinite with, kind of. I guess I don't with the Cancrix in hand, but still. I guess it's just an Evoke then. I'm worried about winning. Because if there's Relic, this is my third Mole Drifter in the graveyard already. He's down 2 Distresses, so this Cancrix is pretty safe in my hand, but still scary. What the heck? Alright. I guess I'm not hitting land drops today. This is fine. Don't worry about it. No, this deck's just stronger, I think. Kind of want to force my opponent to crack. I'm strongly considering just land Deep Analysis go. I think it might be better to preordain still. Because I'd have to discard if I played Analysis, I think. Top. I don't really care if he wipes my Oracles off the table. That's not a big deal. He's going to try and hold on to it to get a familiar, most likely. But we're just going to grind him down with random stuff. Eventually just find a way to stop it. I'm going to take the Sanctuary over the Drifter. I see Method Man's version with 4-color main deck and red in the side. I don't really care for the red in the side because, like, Dispel is more or less the same thing as a Red Blast, but it's way more consistent in your deck because you're base blue. At least as far as we're concerned, Dispel is the same thing. I'm going to play Deep Analysis now. See if I can't get a crack from him soon on this Relic. That's good. It's going to give us target for Flicker into Sanctuary to force this Relic crack. Because that's how we win, is we force the crack and then we bounce his rats. I'm going to discard Evolving Wilds. Is this deck still playable if they ban Astro? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm going to try and get him. I think I just play this out on purpose. Let's grab Preordain because it's free. See if he cracks. Because I don't think I want to go for the Flicker this turn. I decided I'm just going to flashback Deep Analysis. I think Astro is really ban worthy. I think it could be banned. I don't think it should be banned. If that makes sense. It's a kill in hand. I think I take it and discard the Swamp. Like, I think Ephemerate is probably the biggest offender in power level. Simply due to the way it warps the metagame. I think Astrolabe's a very powerful card. I don't know if it should be banned, though. We'll find out. I think I'm just going to play this. That's what I was looking for. Echoing Truth. I'm going to play it out mainly because I just don't want to discard. And I have the double familiar afterwards still. So now I think I want to find Reaping the Graves to where I can set up a Reaping into, like, Echoing Truth your Relic, you crack, I Reaping in response. This period in. Astra's pretty free to play. Grab the snap. Yeah, I know. But I'm also at 20 cards, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to play my Nightscape because I can just regenerate it, force him to play some -1/-1 effects. Discard the island. Because I didn't want to discard 2 here. Because he's just basically holding up removal, trying to stop me from killing him. I think I'm just going to do this for free, see if I can't get a relic crack. Because I'm still fine if he tries to wipe this board right here. I don't need Drifter to win anymore. Ideally, we find the Reaping this turn, but it's unlikely. Oh. How do I do this? I need to resolve a snap, basically. Maybe I wait. What do I discard? I can't really discard much, so let's just try for it now. X equals 4. I have to do this before the wipe happens, otherwise I lose my familiar bonus. Is he going to let it happen? He does. Okay. I could try to win here, but I think that's greedy. Discard one flicker. I'm just going to discard these again. One drifter. Yeah, two drifter. I think this matchup might actually want Giga Drowse. As strange as that sounds. Due to the way these games play out, it's kind of awkward, huh? I really wish I had double Nightscape. Because that way you can't snuff out and stuff. I'm going to do it with the drifter first. I want it on the table. It's the best way to do this. No, I guess I just do this first. That's fine. Don't worry about that. I still win without it. See if he cracks here. Problem is if he has snuff out. If he has snuff out, he can win this game. I don't think I can play around it though. I'm gonna keep going until he tries to stop this, because it's the same loop every time. This deck could not survive a Ghostly Flicker ban. It's literally built around Ghostly Flicker. The file is fine. I think. Yeah. Maybe. How do I net in enough mana here? Give me a second to think. Can I reaping this turn? Turn off auto yields. Flicker on top. Flicker 2. Boom, boom. I don't think I can. This is game 2. Yeah, but I still need a flicker running around is the problem. I think this might be able to do it. Can I set it up to where I went afterwards? Evoke Drifter. No. I want this on top of my library, get 2 flickers on top, so I don't have to discard as much. I'm 1 short of killing him still. Displace doesn't target your land, so yeah, I don't think it does enough. Got 2 flickers on top of my library. 3 more familiars in my deck. Whoa, exile. Wow. Brutal. That's fine. Lose my reaping, still have 2 flickers running around. Second relic's huge. So we're gonna play a Muldrifter from hand. I'm gonna have to discard, so let's just go ahead and do that. I suppose that's better than discarding. It's 3, so he has to do something. Tap mana. Unfortunately, I didn't have the double familiar follow-up. There's still 3 left in those 8 cards. Distress, my crap. That's kind of huge. That's an insane top deck. The 3rd Distress. I'm going to have to play quick. We're low on clock. If I lose this match, it's because of clock. His draw has been insane. He's had the double relic and the Snuff out and the double distress as well as the crypt rats. His draw is really, really strong. We might still win, but he's definitely put the pressure on with this nut draw. Takes my crap. I can still win. I'm just going to beat him up with drifters instead. It's not like I can deck yet. I what? Mob? I don't know what classificated means. Oh shit, he drew Crypt Rats number 2. What a nut draw, man. Actually, wait, he's low enough that that does not matter. There's a second Nightscape. I'm going to play the Nightscapes out. It's not like you can answer them. They regenerate. I'm going to pass. Hold on to the other drifters as well as this flicker. Because that should be enough for lethal. If he wants to kill my stuff, he's got to die. He's too low on HP. Yeah, he only runs 2 Crypt Rats. He probably has 4 relics though. That distress top deck is what kind of put us in this position though. We could have won if he didn't top deck distress. I don't win if I go off is a problem. And that means I develop my entire board and you can wipe it with Crypt Rats. Because I'm down on all my bounce. Flicker does not protect from Crypt Rats. Argon Beluga, thank you for that host. Take 3. I guess I didn't have to attack with that. Doesn't matter. He's at 2. I'm going to play one more in case he's got more Garys. I only have 1 Cancrix. He got it with Distress. He top decked Distress right before I was about to combo him. There's that. Which means we don't have to worry about decking now. He needs a second Gary to even survive, and I think he's still dead on board. Double Sign in Blood? What would that do? I don't deck. I've got Ghostly Flicker Sanctuary, and he just uses Relic. I just said decking's not a problem, because... No, I won game 1. I'm just really low on clock, so I don't want to go to game 3, because my combo takes a lot of time. He just has to make sure he can F6 enough, and be able to stop my combo. Really close one. He's kind of nut drawing me, and we're still pretty favored. Triple Sign still doesn't do it. Like I said, Ghostly Flicker means we do not deck. It just won't happen, ever. Okay, he's at 1. Digging for that Gary. Which gains him 2, 4, 6. Puts him at 7, and then I do not have lethal. But it looks like he doesn't have it. Don't have to worry about decking. I guess I kind of do, because I don't have snaps and stuff, but I can still protect for free. Might as well. The file's the other. We'll discard a spell so I can put it on top later. We'll discard 2 spells actually. Deep Analysis and Preordain. We could actually kill him with Deep Analysis, but I think it's going to be too slow. We do have the infinite mana combo. The problem is it's just too slow to kill it like that. Yeah, he's trying to get me like that, but it's not going to work. He doesn't have Macabre. He's on 4 relics. There's no way he has Macabre and 4 relics. It's impossible. How exactly does the infinite mana combo? It's pretty convoluted. So you flicker your 2 sanctuaries, and that's 1 mana. You put back flicker other spell, and then you draw those cards. So you can draw into your flicker for 0 mana, and then you repeat ad nauseum, getting an extra spell and extra land every time. Because Sanctuary enters untapped. So you pay 1 mana to get back 2 spells on top of your library. It requires 2 flickers, 2 sanctuaries, and 1 drifter, as well as the 2 familiars. It's pretty convoluted, which is why I don't go for it. It takes too much time. He's attacking. I love it. Maybe he has Ninja, so I'll just go ahead and get the free blocks. Might as well play around with Ninja into replaying Gary. If he has Dark Rituals, you know, why not? No reason not to block. Because I can regenerate. Pretty wild match. A second Crypt Rat. Oh, 3rd Crypt Rats actually. That's pretty insane. Which is Cottage. Get back something, doesn't matter what. He's dead. He's got 1 in hand. There's no way he wins. There's 1 left in my library, so I'm not worried about decking. But I think I still want to put 2 on top on purpose. Just to make sure I'm not decking. It's pretty free. I'm going to attack all. Make sure we attack with the 0-4. It's very important. Sure. Got there. Solid win. Okay.